No, I think it's shiny.
Look
Can't
at
tell.
that.
Now it's dusty.
Yeah.
All right, pull one.
Did it have polyps coming out? It's not polyps, but no. I know.
2
I do a
feet?
quick DVL reset.
2
Yep.
feet.
2 feet.
Okay.
Found a rock.
I know guys listening.
Looks friable.
Yeah.
Line up, push in the starboard porch into the wall and try and roll it in.
Why does it seem so, like you're so far away? And yet, that's how close the wall is.
Well, we have a delta of 20.
Oh, that could be it.
Also, I need to catch up some.
A little bit.
I hear that too. It's like somebody's mic is open and there now it's gone.
No. I know, I was just, I turned on listen on lounge.
Oh, so it must be in the lounge.
Who was it? It was Jamie.
No, so
Who was it?
the buttons in the lounge don't toggle properly anymore. It's like they get stuck closed, or it might now be getting stuck open.
Huh.
And
Yeah,
only,
because that tends to bring in a lot of feedback.
yeah.
No, there's no transmit lights on here.
Well, there was right then.
Huh.
Well, yeah, because I was holding the button down.
Yeah, you can't down in the lounge. You can't just click on any of the buttons. Only SPL is the only one that you can talk over from the lounge, and us hear the person. But and you have to hold the button down. You can't just click it open.
Too many
Predation
things happening.
Oh,
Snailfish,
snailfish and Pacific flatnose.
Flatnose.
Oh, their size contrast between them is pretty great.
Does this make more sense to you?
Yeah, yeah. Kind of. It does make more sense to me. Did you see my puzzled look?
Yeah.
Staring at all this stuff. It's a lot to keep track of, okay?
It is a lot to keep track of. Aaron, zoom for Rennie.
All right.
Look at that. Nightmare fuel.
Rennie, stop saying that. They're very cool.
I think they're really cool.
beautiful.
But like if
Full
you woke
wide.
up and that was in the foot of your bed, you'd
What
freak
was
out.
that?
I would.
So would you if there was a fish at the foot of your bed when you woke up?
I wouldn't.
That would be true. Yes.
Yeah.
Very,
Just
very true.
I mean, it
Most
depends on
things
where
at the
you were
foot of your
sleeping, I
bed when
think.
you wake up are
Wow.
undesirable.
I usually have cats at the foot of my bed.
That's true.
They'd probably take care of that then.
Yes, Dr. Henry Metzger is an entomologist.
They don't call it a seabed for nothing.
It's coming in from the lounge.
I like it.
Brilliant.
He got that one before Rennie.
Yeah, I would have come up with the 2 watches from now on with regret. Said
All
it
right, full
anyway.
line. Oh, there's one of those little shiny black dot things. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Aaron, push back in.
He's got to do it.
Where did it go? There it is. See that little black dot?
No.
I don't know what we're
Center of the
looking at.
screen.
Center of the screen.
Right by the picnic gunner's foot at the bottom.
I don't see anything.
I don't see
I
anything.
can't point and drive with 2 hands.
Uh-huh.
What are you looking at?
Rennie sees
Randy,
it.
start pointing at things.
Are you looking at this?
Yeah.
What is that? What is it?
I don't know, but I've seen them all over the place.
Randy, I can't see what you're pointing at. Describe where it is.
Right there.
I can't see in the background. You have to use your
It's-
words.
It's
Center
by-
screen.
It's by one of the spider
Okay,
legs.
okay.
It's top.
Top right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Top
Oh,
right.
I see it now.
What?
Anyway, I never know what those are, but I see them all
I would
over.
not have called that black. I would have called
Yeah.
that like,
Like a
grayish
brownish?
brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brownish.
It's misleading information.
Okay.
Oftentimes they are blacker.
Are we ready for
It's come full wide. Ship
4
move.
AM?
What?
4 AM? 4 AM Nephra? Am I just making that up? Okay.
That is a word.
That's a word.
They are organisms, but I don't necessarily see any. They're very small.
Right.
I mean, it's a good spot.
We want to go
Yeah. Yeah.
105 relative.
So now 4Ms are one of the base of the food chain out here for
which
plankton
is
and amoebas with
45.
shells.
This is interesting.
I think
This
we
is
want to go
not my
And
dust
they
graph.
are being,
045. How does that sound?
Incapacitated.
045.
They're
Which
being
is
stressed
105
by
relative
acidification.
to
Yeah.
that, yeah. Bridge nav.
Yes.
It's also the last
Yeah.
move we called in, apparently.
Well, they're being damaged.
One
now.
step 30 meters,
Their
045.
shells are thinning.
Thank you.
Yeah, the students and professors at Bodega Marine Lab are studying ocean acidification in 4Ms. Tessa Hill and her group.
Yeah. Just rotate around and keep me in frame.
Cool.
It's an odd curve.
Shape of the wall? Or the, it's
Whatever
one of
the-
those tube things again. Just
There's
don't
a little-
understand what-
This little white scallop lobster in a cave up at the top.
Yeah.
This is very porous rock. Porous is probably not the correct geological term.
It has a lot of those tubes coming out of it. In
In the rock.
the rock.
Yeah, it's been bored into. There's been a lot of that today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could we zoom on that pink blob about to go off the left side of the screen? Might be another flatworm.
That?
Yes.
Okay. Well, now that I have this
Video,
the
pink blob.
pointy stick out, I'm going to use it for the duration of the watch.
That does look like another flatworm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it eating something, or is that within
I
the
think
actual
that's in the
worm?
flatworm.
It's some sort of
It's part of the structures of the
gastral
worm.
network or something.
What are we looking at again? What is this?
We think it's a
Flatworm?
flatworm. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in a flatworm. Is that typical?
Maybe it's a
yeah, the
nudibranch. Maybe it's a
Oh.
nudibranch instead of a flatworm.
Yeah, it's got two little antennae.
Yeah.
It does have that.
Oh, it does have
Interesting.
antenna. Wow.
It's pretty cool. Whatever it is.
Very intricate branching patterns in there.
Yeah.
And so those are, Gary, those are not rhinophores? It doesn't look like a nudibranch to me. It doesn't have the center body.
All right, let's come full wide. Light bars into the wall.
It's about
So it's
5-6 centimeters long. That's pretty big.
oh man, more picnogonids. They're everywhere.
Something tells me we're gonna run on a wall.
Oh, it's raining.
In real world?
No, we since the rabbit ears, the bumper on the front, ended up into the wall. There's some sediment and little bits stuck in there, so.
Yeah. So after this 4-5 move, I don't want to do 4-5 again, because we're going to end up on the top here, and we in this shallower slope. So I think we would switch to 0-6-0.
Okay.
And even if that means dropping down a bit,
Yeah.
we'll just kind of strafe along.
Yep. Steeper is better.
Bridge nav. One step 30 meters, bearing 060. Thank you. But it seems like it's kind of, it's not a steady slope by any means. It's kind of
there's a lot of up and down.
yeah, shallower slope and then wall, then shallower slope to wall.
Ledgy.
Ledgy, excellent.
Hey, we got rid of that mud sample.
That's good. Do you think I could undo one of these?
With that,
Yeah.
one way to find out. I'm gonna go with no, but oh wow, it's 11.
Yeah.
Oh, it's different. We haven't seen one of these yet on the watch. Well, maybe it's another stock tunicate. I lied. Oh, we're here.
Another 060?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Bridge nav. One more step. Thanks, George. Gotta put this down, otherwise I'm gonna start pointing at things for no reason.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's a bad habit. Turn into Scoot. Whoa. Look at that down
that's
there.
Nice. That,
It's iridescent. I think it's reflecting.
Video go. Oh yeah, those are some of my favorites.
So shimmery. Now is that a nudibranch or?
I think it's a scale worm.
Yeah,
well, or
like
no, a bristle worm.
Gold.
That is very cool.
I mean, that's as
yeah, so
metallic
that's
as you can get.
some kind of polychaete.
That's like, I mean,
really
coppery.
brilliant color.
He's
Oh
having
my
difficulty with just life at the moment, but
it looks like a gold garland.
It's like a Christmas tree ornament.
Yeah. Oh man, sea spider.
sea spiders swim, you know.
That was so gold.
Gold copper.
George, we found your gold.
I was just thinking that.
Boy, it started tumbling and now it can't
pretty
stop.
much directly beneath Argus at the moment.
Yeah.
There you go.
So if we stay low, I'll have to pull off a bit. But if you come up.
All right, Aaron, let's go ahead and push in.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Having
It's
a
just
bad
struggling
day.
against the current and gravity. He tried. Or she tried.
I think I need
It
you to
tried.
go up and get ahead.
Yep, full wide.
Yeah, it looks like we have to go deeper to get to the vertical.
Yeah, we're gonna step off the wall.
Yeah. Once we get reacquainted, I think we'll have to back up and figure that out. So this move is just starting to finish. And we
You want
will
to do like a step just due south to?
which
Or
way
you
are we
think it'd be?
facing?
I'm facing north.
Argus is 30, you're north, south. Yeah, let's do it. 20
Sure.
or 30?
Do 30.
Okay. Bridge nav. One step 30 meters, bearing south. Thanks. So Paul, the 20 meters, we're inside that ring, you see?
Yeah.
And you can, that's when you just start to pick up terrain in the edge of Argus there in the visual. So don't like to get too, if that was a vertical wall, it'd be a, you know, and it was something super hard, we'd want to be backing away from that, but.
And so by pulling straight south, it's going to take us away from that.
Yeah, yeah. And it's really, I mean, you're trying to, like, you got to predict the future of it because you want to keep the dive progress going.
Yeah.
But you also don't want to hit anything.
Really specific job requirements. You need clairvoyance for the nav seat.
Yeah, clairvoyance and no crashing.
Humor, apparently.
Yeah. Aaron thought that was funny. The hard parts is when there's an overhang, because then you see how far away Herc is from something, and you try to push closer to it, and then your cable's getting closer to this overhang that you don't know about yet, because Argus is below it. So you're seeing, so you start to come up, and you realize that wall's getting closer and closer to your sonar.
We've rubbed cable on rock before.
Yeah.
You don't want to rub cable on rock.
Yeah.
We found out at one point that we probably could have taken samples, you know, like just things falling down on Argus.
Okay. Then I think once we get south a bit, which we're halfway through that move, probably still 060 getting over there. You're facing 30 right now. Oh, maybe we'll just go east.
That is a tiny octopus.
Yeah, it's a small one.
5 centimeters.
It's stretching out its arms now. No one bigger than 5 centimeters.
Yep, can reach the full length of the lasers. So and then since we're, usually I'm always in front, right? But since we're stable and we know we want to be on the more vertical space, I'm kind of staying deeper and behind you until this ship move is done.
And you can still see yourself on 6.
Yeah, and every now and then I can see my light pole down there.
Is this about as vertical as the HD cam goes?
You go a little bit more, but not by much.
Yeah.
Okay, that south move is complete. Argus has been steadily moving back.
Yeah, and then I'd go east from here.
Yeah,
at least for a little bit.
It seems that way. I want to see if you round this corner and there's nothing though. We might see that. Kind of like goes that way. Goes like 045. It's got a lot of facets, unfortunately.
Ins and outs.
Yeah. Can always, let's go 075.
Well, we still want to go a little bit deeper because we're not We're hoping for steeper terrain.
Yes.
Yeah. Bridge nav. One step 30 meters, bearing 090. Thank you. Sorry we didn't get your gold thing. It's another octopus.
Ooh, that's not
Oh.
what you want.
Should I change my height?
No,
I think that might just be parallax. It's not touching, is it?
it's hard to, I think it is
Huh.
Oh yeah.
looped on itself. Let me, yeah, it looks like a,
We have half a wrap.
yeah, that's standard for operating in this. Like when we're both facing the same direction, we always have half a wrap. But,
If you do the 360 to starboard. Oh wait, it's starting, it just is like extending out.
How much maneuverability does Argus have?
Argus, the ROV can change its heading, and it can we can winch up and down for the Z, but the XY is completely controlled by the ship. So it's just dangling.
all right, so I'm going to drive off to west, and that'll kind of let that come out nicely. And then we'll have you come up. All right, so now if you come up,
What am I shooting for?
go to 30. And I can actually come down some, which will help. All right, so we're going to try this again. We're going to reacquire the wall.
Okay, yeah.
We'll stay at 30. I'll come back over and we'll see what we see. Yeah, go ahead and see if you can look down more with the main HD.
I don't know where the end stops are.
Keep going down.
Okay.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, a little bit more. Yeah, it's pretty much is what you get.
Okay. There you are.
Yep, there's my previous dust cloud. Yeah, Argus pretty much hangs from the back of the ship.
Thank you. A viewer just asked, is the Argus tethered to the ship? So
Yep.
now you have your answer. Thanks for asking that question. Is the Argus tethered to the ship? Your answer is yes.
Yeah, there's a steel armored cable that has power and fiber for communications.
Okay, so now let's go ahead and have you come down to 30.
Around 4,000 meters of that. And then on the end is Argus, and then there's a around 40-meter tether between Argus and Hercules, and that one's a lighter tether. It's more easy to maneuver around.
It's pretty much neutrally buoyant.
Yeah.
Aaron, you want to bump up the gains on Argus, see if we can see one of those footballs?
That westward move, or sorry, eastward move is complete with the ship.
Do you want
Okay.
more?
We're gonna,
Okay.
Paul, let's come down to 25. See one. The other one is off to the side.
Well, I'm going to call it a night, guys. I recommend that you just keep trying to follow contours that are long verticals.
Will do.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good
I
night, guys.
see
Thank
one,
you.
and the other one's
Good
trailing
night.
off screen. I see the other one. Okay, so there's the other
Oh,
one, so
yeah.
we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of those things that in taking it out, you can do it wrong and you can damage fiber.
I think that we can kind of go 045. What do you think?
Hang on, let me catch up.
We're both facing 030. We could go 60. Just hard to say where that is. So
Yeah, it'll
go.
bring Argus into the wall a little bit, but that's, I think 060 would still bring Argus in a little bit.
Yeah. Depends on how deep we want to be following this. It's hard to guess where the wall is, or if there's one.
Yeah.
Try
It's a grenadier.
7.5. Between
It just
45
has
and
its,
7.5.
tripod
It's a guessing
pins all
game.
pulled in.
We're not that far off of the wall at the moment.
Yeah, let's go 60.
Yeah, 60. Split the difference, go 60.
Yeah. Bridge nav. meters 060. Thank you.
you'll see a swimming crinoid.
So we're at 30.
Yeah, we can hang out here.
Cool.
I might come up and see if the wall's any steeper, but it doesn't look like it's going to get that much steeper.
Is that another octopus over there?
Where?
I can't see what that is.
No,
it's something
crinoid.
else. No, the one that's below it. Sponge or something.
The world is full of fake octopus. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's probably a completely novel organism that no one's ever seen before, and
But
we'll
it
never
wasn't
know
an
what it
octopus,
was.
so we didn't zoom. It looked like
Can we zoom in on this
Yeah.
Anthomastus
mushroom.
mushroom
Yeah.
coral?
Video pushing.
It's pretty big.
Polypus. Oh, that's beautiful.
Wow.
The pinnules, yes. Now you can see the pinnules.
That's very pretty. What is this called again?
It's a mushroom coral.
Silence.
Heteropolypus ritteri. It's a mushroom coral. Soft coral.
It's neat when you touch one of the polyps, they close up and they look like this little fist.
Yeah.
Gary, do you know, do they reproduce by like budding? Because looks like a small separate one down below, the big one. Oh, and another smaller one on the left.
Yeah, some species can reproduce by like fission, where they break apart. But others it's reproductive. But these can split apart. Yeah. Yeah, it's called budding. Vegetative
All right, Aaron,
budding.
let's come full wide.
Vegetative budding. There's a little white coral there, over to the right. And it looks like a silted sponge right in front of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Aaron.
Zoom in.
Awesome,
Wow.
Aaron.
Wow.
So the little red dots are little sclerites. What's the function of a sclerite? So that's a skeletal material. Wow.
All right, that move is complete. Still think Argus has got a bit of swing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Now what? What do we got here? You're facing north.
All right, Aaron, let's go ahead and frame it.
You got 030.
There's our silted sponge.
Maybe.
You can Another 60?
Kind of looks like it.
And Aaron, see what zoom you can get on that coral.
Yeah. Gary, is that a
yeah.
bamboo coral? Mm-hmm.
You're saying 60?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing any kind of wall-like stuff.
How old do you think that
Yeah,
shell is?
Just 60, and maybe we'll find something. Good. Bridge nav.
Yeah, it is small.
One more step.
All right, Aaron, let's come full wide.
Thanks.
Yeah. Did we get lasers on that mushroom coral? There we go. Thank you.
Well, I turned them off after when Aaron zoomed out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. I was just wondering how big it was. The main one is at least 20 centimeters wide. Yeah, the two smaller ones are about 10.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Let's make sure we're lined up. It's going to dust a little bit. And we're out. Bivalve shell. All right, Aaron, push in. Yeah. Now let's come out a little bit. There's something over here. That just looks like trash. Metal of some kind.
I don't know. Does it?
And then we have an anemone. I stopped at the picnic gonad for you, Rennie.
Thanks.
Snails. Is that one of those flatworms?
Hmm.
Consensus in the back row is yes, we think it's a flatworm.
Too much, both ways. All right, Aaron, give it everything you got. I think you're probably already.
I'm already there.
All right, then it's time to go.
I think Argus might have to drop down to get we're kind of running out of
Losing
terrain.
wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we do have that kind of flattish area.
This.
Like it'd be nice to hit here instead of there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. kind of going in that. I think we'll just need to drop down because there's not.
Well, I'm still pretty much under.
Right.
Argus is looking pretty straight down at the moment.
I see, yeah.
So we'd have to step off the wall.
All right, we'll go. The next one will be 90 again.
Yeah.
Keep doing that. Although this is pretty good. Bridge nav. One step 30 meters bearing east. Thanks.
Yeah, so a lot of our back and forth is just figuring out what's the best angle to, based on the map that we have, to try and find the terrain that science wants.
Right.
Where does this map come from?
This, was this us or Okeanos? One of the two of us mapped it. The grid cells is only 50 meters though, so the contours and the cells are only as accurate as that. Which is why you see all these little ins and outs that we don't resolve on the on the raster.
Yeah, so it was shipboard multi-beam. And then,
Someone just chimed in. They'd like to know what is the purpose of this die. So we're using Hercules and Argus as an ROV system to conduct a visual survey of canyons and slope, focusing on the potential hard substrate areas, to survey for deep sea coral, sponges, and other invertebrates and fish. Thanks for asking that question.
yeah, it's pretty much nobody's ever been here before.
That was a great summary of what we're after.
Yeah, it was.
I meant that for Brandy, not you.
No,
Greg.
no, I know.
What you said.
I was agreeing with you.
Yeah.
I was agreeing with you because it was a list of what we're actually, you know, down here looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is new this year, the winch tension readout, and it used to be whenever there was like a big heave, you'd look down over there real quick to try and catch the
the
high tension. And
what's the cable rated for?
the cable is over 30.
Okay.
Let's go on over and take a look at that coral.
Coral?
Yeah.
Maybe even the sponge, if we get rambunctious.
Don't know if that's a sponge. There is a predatory sponge that looks kind of like a coral to me.
This one's a coral.
This one's,
the other
yeah,
one's a
this
sponge.
one looks like a coral.
All right, Aaron.
It's very similar to the ones we have been seeing. We collected this this type. Little bamboo corals. You can barely see the little nodes.
Full wide, Aaron, and we'll go take a peek at the sponge.
Whoa.
Video, let's push in.
Oh, that's much more ornate than the last one.
What is that inside?
Squat lobster.
Oh, a lobster.
It's actually a crab, but it's called a squat lobster.
Squat lobster. Interesting.
Do we think it's that one? I call
Another
those
90?
goiter sponges, but
Let's
it's not really.
hold off. I'm not.
It's yeah.
Full wide. Thank you, Aaron. Science, do we have interest in this?
We're at the back row is trying to decide.
Okay.
So if we can hang here.
Yep. All right, Aaron, let's go back in. Oh no. Aaron, let's come out and frame it with get the lasers in the shot.
We're looking at time management back here as well as amount of available sample boxes. So we're going to go ahead and move on.
Okay.
It's not distinctively listed as a sample that we need.
Do you think we're going to keep going down slope with 90?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm still under Argus.
30 meters east. Thanks. Why are we having so much trouble with that fourth beam?
It's probably just off down the slope.
Yeah. Doesn't seem so steep. It's maybe because it's also soft. I guess it is kind of steep.
Yeah.
When you turned.
At times it's, yeah.
Okay.
There's always a concern that,
Ooh.
What is that?
Whoa.
Okay, Aaron, let's push in.
Yeah.
That is a collection of shells. For whatever reason. Right there.
Are those Lepus shells? Oh, there's little brachiopods shells in there too. Or maybe it's just a bunch of brachiopods that
That's weird.
Very
why
hungry.
Here?
Yeah. Aaron, let's come full wide.
It's an urchin. I don't know if you'll fully be able to get in this little curve unless Argus drops a bit, just given the move that we have in. But we'll reacquire it over there, but maybe we'll be able to. Yeah, you might have the tether anyway.
Oh, it's like super, yeah. You know you can adjust that. All right, Paul, so do whatever you need to do to keep me in frame. And I'm going to follow this kind of in bit. It's a different fish. Aaron, go. Boom.
It's a little eel pout.
Pull wide. What's the wind doing?
Came down a bunch. It's only around 15 to 18.
That's good.
Yeah. Currents coming from the north. Big change from when it was coming from the southeast at the beginning of our watch.
Yeah, so everything's pointed in the same direction pretty much.
Yeah.
All right.
You can tell our USBL pings are not as erratic either.
Huh.
Mission accomplished.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna come down a little. I'm gonna come down slope, which will bring me closer to you, but you'll need to come down as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And then settle out around 20. There we go. There's some steeper stuff.
A viewer would like to know, what is the water pressure at Hercules' depth?
We can give them what they need to calculate it. The depth currently is 1,746 meters.
No.
And what, every 10 meters is 1 atmosphere?
About that.
And an atmosphere is 14.7. 7?
Wow, thank you.
So
Good question.
Thinking 60 wave.
60.
Now that we're low and down